Let us now try to see what are the various agents which are going to be required, or what are the various excipients that are going to be required in the formulation of a pharmaceutical suspension. We have active drugs, then we have the requirement of wetting agents. So we have a list of ingredients which are going to be essentially required in the formulation of a pharmaceutical suspension. We require a wetting agent, we require a suspending agent, we require flocculating agent. If it is going to be a flocculated suspension, we require a viscosity promoter, we require a sweetener, a flavoring agent, and a preservative agent. Apart from this, there may be a requirement of the addition of buffers or buffering agent. We have a list of ingredients which are going to be required. Now let us try to see what is the use of each of these ingredients and have one example for each category. Wetting agent. Most of the times the suspensions are going to be prepared when the drugs do not have the required aqueous solubility. That means their solubility in water is going to be very poor. They are highly hydrophobic and they do not mix with the water and disperse uniformly. So therefore, to wet the material or to wet the active drug, we require what is called as wetting agents. Wetting agents, the example can be surfactants. Say for example 2-in-80 or sodium lauryl sulfate or any other surface active ingredients can be used for wetting purposes. Even sometimes hydrophilic colloids also can be used as wetting agents in the preparation of a pharmaceutical suspension. So the job of wetting agent is to wet these drugs so that it can be intimately mixed with other ingredients and can be distributed uniformly in the suspension. That is the purpose of wetting agent. A suspending agent is one which makes the suspended particles uniformly distributed in the pharmaceutical suspension. So therefore, a suspending agent is going to be required to see that it is going to be uniformly distributed. So the examples for suspending agents are certain natural gums and cellulosic derivatives like sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, methyl cellulose, sodium alginate. All these are going to be hydrocolloids which can be used. Apart from that, we can use the various types of gums like xanthan gum, or we can also use the acacia, and we can also use tragacanth and various other materials. Flocculating agents. Now flocculating agents are going to be required when we try to make a flocculated system. Now we will try to see flocculated system and a deflocculated system at a later time. But these flocculating agents are going to be required only when we resort to flocculation. If we have a deflocculated system or a flocculated system is not going to be prepared, then we do not require a flocculating agent. Viscosity promoter. Now these viscosity promoters, as we have seen, that it should have good pourability and should have good consistency. It should not be too watery or it should not be too thick. If it is going to be too thick, pourability will become a problem and swallowing also will become a problem because it is going to be sticking in the oral cavity. Therefore, it should have reasonable amount of viscosity, or its rheological properties should be such that if we shake, then it should be in a position to be distributed uniformly and without any problem we can pour from container.